Hey guys, welcome back. I'm starting today's tutorial a little bit differently today. I'm just outside. It's a nice day in Australia. I thought I'd just get off my ass, out of my seat, and just get some vitamin D while I record the intro. Today I'm making a synth type of beat similar to the Never Left by Lil Teccas. He has brought out two solid tracks in my opinion over the last couple of weeks. Never Left and then Repeat It with Gunner, which is a crazy track. So I'm trying to make something very similar to that. Let's get straight into the beat. Alright guys, so basically what I said in the intro is we're sort of doing a Lil Teccas type beat, very synthy, very Never Left type of style, but I'm going to try and incorporate sort of repetitiveness and stuff like that. So I've just got a little bit of a MIDI here. I honestly just made this just then as I was walking in. I'll play it for you now. This is what it sounds like just by itself. Now I've got that just laid out, I'm going to start to add some layers. So I want to layer that exact MIDI with another sort of like a bell or just something very, I don't know, you sort of have to play around with the sounds and stuff like that. Analog Lab is a great tool to use in my opinion. Has a lot of free banks if people are out there looking for it, and it's not very expensive as well. I think it's like $200-300, so it's not too bad in comparison to Omnisphere, which was I don't even know what I paid for that, but that was, yeah, that was ridiculous. You just go in the search bar, you can search bell, and then you can just go to the explore tab, so it just pulls up all the bells, because obviously every bell isn't in the type bell. It's sort of like, it's a strange concept that Analog Labs have, but they've got like synth pads out of bells and all this type of stuff. So I'm just going to copy over that MIDI that I created before, and I'll just play around with the sounds and see what I can find. I'm going to make the bells a little bit more ambient, so I'm just going to chuck that in a separate channel and then just add Vintage Verb. In my opinion, Vintage Verb is so underrated. It's a way to just sort of change up your melodies and make them sound a little bit more ambient. I'm a real big fan of the ambient sound, similar to like the Nav and the Gunners, the old Gunner. So anything that I can make ambient, trust me, I will do it. I'm just going to sort of take a thing out of Repeat It's book. I'm not going to imitate it obviously, but I did like the way he sort of just put in little accents here and there that just changed the melody up. That sounded fire, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to just press Alt-R just to randomize the velocities, and then just play with the velocity tab just to see what it sounds like. We might just add one more synth. So I've got a piano, a bell, a synth, so I'm just going to add a secondary synth just for a little bit of texture on the bottom. I'm not going to add too much on the top because there's a lot on the top already going on. So now we're going to start on the drums, that with a simple hi-hat. Can add a few rolls here and there, nothing too crazy, so I'm just selecting the note by pressing Control Shift and then left click to select, and then Alt and A to bring up the randomization. I'm just playing with the manipulative tab. This is what the hi-hats sound like just by themselves. As you can tell, the whole beat itself is going to be pretty fast, so it's not going to be anything too dramatic. So I'm just going to get a snare really quick. And this is what the snare sounds just by itself. Simplicity is key with Teccas, in my opinion. We'll just do the kick now. And that's basically the kick. So the kick by itself sounds like this. Now we'll start on the 808s. 808s also very simple, nothing too crazy. You just want it to be a short 808. This is what the 808 sounds like just by itself. That's really all you really need to do. I'm going to add a few perks here and there, just Cody style, just to chuck in a little bit of variation in the beat itself. This is what the perk sounds like just by itself. One little open hat now, just to add a little bit of variance as well. Pretty much what I'm doing here is I'm manipulating this so the hi-hat is the open hat is a lot shorter. So what you want to do is you want to pull the attack all the way down, the hold all the way down, the decay even just slightly, just have a little bit left. The sustain, you sort of want it to still be there, but you don't want a lot of it. And then the release, you can have it probably that long. It doesn't really matter, just depending on how long you want it to actually go for. So I'm gonna just chuck that there and then just play around with the hi-hats a bit and then just see if this sounds all right. So that's the open hat just by itself. Let me know what you guys thought of the Teccas tutorial. Obviously, I don't make Teccas beats all that often. I'm more focused on like paint style of beats. So let me know what you thought of this beat. If it's good, then let me know. I'll make some more of them as well. I'm trying to get tutorials out as much as possible, but thank you guys. There's been a lot of traffic on the stay tutorial, so thank you so much. It's obviously not up to stay standards, but I'm sort of just testing myself with this tutorial. So let me know what you want to see next. Just comment down below. I read every comment to every comment. So yeah, thank you guys, and peace out.